Hi everyone, welcome back to Tron 3 Entertainment, and this is the unveiling for the Black Adam 80th Anniversary Edition. So, February of 1940 was the first issue that was released of Whiz Comics for Captain Marvel, and 5 years later, in December 1945, was the first appearance of Black Adam. Before I get to that, couple of quick updates. You may recall, if you've seen the Captain America video, this is the motorcycle. Same stickers I had before. I painted some brass there, and there I blackened that out, and some chrome on the tailpipe. Just make it a little snazzy. I know, real cheap motorcycle, but it works. Captain America was originally done with these standard superhero Superman boots, and in this latest order, I got him the cuffed boots like he wears right here on the blister card, which I may end up redoing. And I probably went with these because they were free from a prior order, and I thought I'd save money, and it just wasn't Captain America without the cuffed boots, which they call barbarian boots online. This frame came in just merely minutes ago before I started the video. This is a print of the first issue of Captain Marvel, obviously February 1940, gold frame. And if it looks bigger than your standard comic, because comics back then were on a bigger piece of paper, so the image is printed on 8.5 by 11, 100% cotton paper, 32 pound. It's going to last for years and years, and print on a laser printer. So the image just fit in there. And now I can commemorate Whiz Comics. So, without further ado, I present to you Black Adam, 1945 Whiz Comics edition. Now, quickly, we just compare the SHAZAM figure with the Captain Marvel I made. Both have really nice suits. The human-esque face versus the comic book face, and he needs the comic book face because it's celebrating the Whiz Comics edition. And Shazam Jr. over here with the red cape. I can call him Captain Marvel Jr. like I said before, because Captain Marvel Jr. had a red cape, and I did end up using that old suit and that old body and stuck him in there. I may still replace the face, but you know what? It works. It works. So, what did it take for me to make this Black Adam figure? Well, all it took was the Mattel figure that said Black Adam, and I threw a cape on him, just like I threw a cape on my other Black Adam. Same cape, with a little chain around the neck. And let's take a look at the back of the blister card. This, Junior over here had a white cape. I colored that in with what they call an R29 marker, and it took a while for the stickiness to go away, so that's good. So Black Adam, let's see if we can get a close-up of that. You got to read on that. His real name is Teth Adam. His origin is tied to ancient Egypt, originally chosen by the wizard Shazam and anointed at the Rock of Eternity to be champion. Adam's powers flow from Egyptian gods: Shu for stamina, Heru for speed, Zehuti for wisdom, Ammon for power, Mehen for courage. Corrupted by the pride as he uses his abilities for selfish purposes and is banished. He later returns as Black Adam. That's the Rock of Eternity over there. And the artwork is 100% AI. I had an image that was in its place before, done by Gemini 2.5. And when I printed the artwork yesterday, because he was born on Black Friday yesterday, not the actual Black Friday, but the Friday before Thanksgiving. So my Black Friday, or his Black Friday, 80th edition, is when he was born. And I said, let me try again. So I took a picture of him without the cape, and I told 3.0 Pro to take a shot at, and that's what it gave me. It also, I asked for an image with the cape, which looked great, but it's not true to the comic book. But this is true to the comic book. So why didn't I alter this face? So let's take a look at it. I didn't alter him because, quite frankly, this is how he looked in the first edition of the comics, and possibly even the next edition he showed up sometime in the early 70s. I didn't order this figure for the longest time because I was like, he just looks absolutely hard compared to the other one I had. And even with the gold suit, I wasn't interested. But once I realized he fit the mythos perfectly, I said, that's it. He's the one. Same body he came with. So the arms are pretty good. Elastic hips. So he's a little rubbery, you know, head turns. He's a good figure. That is the cape. I don't know why the cape has such a big hole. It's a king's cape, but I like my figures with capes. That's why he's a cape. And he is... So basically what makes him the 80th anniversary edition is the fact that he's been repackaged with a cape. It was as simple as that. It was kind of the simplest figure I did. The hardest part was getting the artwork. You know, that's AI. Getting a black animal with a lightning bolt, that's AI. That came from the comic book. You know, the 10 cents logo. No, actually, I found that one separately. And on the back, I had AI generate the Rock of Eternity because you'd be surprised how difficult it was to find an image online that I could use. And that's all it took to have the 80th anniversary edition of Black Arrow. So now I have the entire set. I got Shazam Jr. with the red cape, so he can be Captain Marvel Jr. And holy moly, I have Captain Marvel. And someone's so excited they're revving their motorcycle outside. So that's it. Tell me what you think in the comments section. How do you like the blister card? I happen to love the artwork on the blister card, especially for Captain Marvel. And I want to thank you for watching. I keep saying it's going to be my last character. I don't know. I'm out of space in my storage box for these things now, and I can't seem to find a bigger box. So I'm going to ask you, if you really want to see another character of some sort, let me know, or let me know what you think of these. And I want to thank you for coming along for the ride all this time. And I'll be doing other things on this channel, hopefully in the future. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to take Black Adam's original box, and I'll probably change it up for my Spidey 3000 because he doesn't have a box. See you in the next video.